Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson. And the Sooners will boot it away to start the game. Straight ahead from inside his 25. Buys just enough space. And your 25, let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Fires to the right. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Thompson.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
The Sooners brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. It's a draw. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Using his legs, it's Ocha. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. Running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He wants it all. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
He lost one down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now on 2nd down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. He'll take another shot here. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Looking to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Thompson. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, going to the air. The completion well past the sticks. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Sharp. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down inbounds.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He wants to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. One final play before the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. They're trying to get to it. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Oklahoma, 12. Clemson, 0. Number 39, set to kick it off.
Looking for a block. It's Burks. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. 1st down for this offense. Quarterback will audible. From the gun, he'll try to throw. That's caught. It's Sharp. And he'll be brought down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
On the ground, it's Maffa. On the move at the 30. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. 1st down, 10 yards to go. He's going to pass. Steps away to find some room. He chucks one out to the right. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
These are Johnny on the spot. That's now his second interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This game might be out of reach by now, Jesse, if not for the benevolence of these guys.
I tell you, I give them credit offensively because they've been aggressive. They just haven't always been calculated, David. They've been way too cavalier with the football.
Aggressive and reckless. Like there's a difference between the two. They've had some success and they've been good, but make sure that my bat isn't turning the football over and giving the defense easy opportunities to score.
Movement here from the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
He is smashing people. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Fires to the big fella. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Dances away to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown Sooners. Getting aggressive here and going for two. The give. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, hey, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
Trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Back to throw, it's Arnold. Still looking, on the move. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it, a lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, and get that touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. One more snap coming before halftime. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this 2nd half, lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the 2nd half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Makes the grab. It's Thompson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterbacks.
Headed to the end zone.